to jump on the bitchiness train and just complain so much about NAD and how you don't know which one to take, and every time you turn around it's different, I need you to keep scrolling. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Alexa Miller. I've been a nurse for over 11 years. I'm licensed in 2 states, and I will show you here for proof. I was also a nurse educator for 3, and if you don't know what that means that I had to look up many clinical trials and studies to make sure we were doing what was most evidence-based. So biology and clinical studies are my domain. Now, for those of you who are still with me, we are going to get into what NAD is and which one is the best to take, in my opinion, based on the clinical studies. Now, it's easy for me to understand why a lot of you guys were confused, as was I, because we used to preach all the time that NAD was too large of a molecule to be absorbed through the gut into your bloodstream. Therefore, if you were taking full-blown NAD, you needed to just throw it away because you needed to take a precursor or a building block called NR or NMN. Those smaller molecules, once they got past the gut, they would get into your bloodstream and they would build NAD. For those of you who don't know, NAD is a molecule that is found within all of our cells, our brain, our organs, our skin, everything that helps with cellular function. We can't live without NAD. Because of its role in DNA repair, immune response, metabolic systems, all of that, people often call it the fountain of youth molecule. And as we age, we lose a lot of it. It goes downhill, right? So yes, we're looking to replace it. NAD's main role is producing something called ATP, or energy, within the cell. There's full-blown NAD, which is the larger molecule. There's a smaller one, which is NMM. It's a precursor, a building block to NAD. And then there's NR, which is even smaller, but again, is a building block to NAD. Now, another thing that I've been told by a lot of reps is only certain companies are patented or allowed to sell NR, and that's why they kind of twist what the public is hearing. And there's also the battles of science. Some scientists think that our bodies cannot absorb NAD because it's too large of a molecule to get past the gut into our bloodstream. Other scientists are saying, yes, we can. Okay, so if you're still following me, here's why I believe that the one by Catacor is the best one that you can take. When I initially started taking NAD, it was a different brand that I don't have on hand, but it made me feel like shit, and now I know why. The second brand I started taking was this one because it had all the right things in it. And it still is a good brand, but if you want something that's even more potent, that's full-blown NAD, that's what this is. Now, another thing I don't understand is why everyone's doing the liquid form, because it's not really liposome. Meaning if you take too much NAD, you're just going to pee it out if it's not wrapped in the right stuff, keeping it in the bloodstream. Catacor is wrapped in patented liposomes that keep it from being digested in your gut, so it gets absorbed into the bloodstream and more of it can penetrate your bloodstream. This is full-blown NAD. It's not a precursor. It doesn't take work to build NAD in your bloodstream, and it gets right through the gut into your bloodstream because it has the patented liposomes surrounding it. I know this video was long, but I'm glad you stuck with me. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to do my best to answer them.